You have to. Who are you? Golden human and jellyfish small human thing. Please come here. Jellyfish small human thing. Okay. I'm on, I guess. Hello. I'm Asis. Pleasure to meet a new friend. Hi, Asis. Paimon's Paimon. Hello there, and I'm the traveler. Baranata told me that you found that ship, too. Is it true? Is it? Huh? Well, there are tons of ships in the ocean, but... Oh, that ship. Ah, yes, that one. Yeah, that one. Paimon thought you were talking about a different one. Then, which ship were you thinking about? The one you mentioned? Sorry, forgive me. I must have confused you. Ahem. The ship I mentioned as the Sponizin, a white ironclad ship that sails through dreams, and the explorer of whirlpools and the abyss. It's the flagship of the admiral based in Elton. Captain Basil led a fated shipwreck in a tattered logbook in these waters. I come here every day to pick it up and read everything with the writing in them. So you can consider me a Sponsonian archaeologist. I know everything about her. Well, not everything, but at least I know half of her. Whoa, you must really love this ship, huh? You just can't stop talking about her when you start. But since you only know half, she must have been huge then. Well, she isn't that huge, because Captain Basil only left half of its hull behind. So that's what you mean by that ship. Ha ha ha, yes! I knew you'd understand. Baranata told me. She said that you saw her in an illusion. The Sponsian, she set sails forward to eternity. She who's returned from the paradise of Kathura. Her front half, to be precise. Indeed, her front half, the unsinkable front half. I knew she was still discovering new waters, still fighting desperately against the reefs, the whirlpools, and the dark fleets. Still, she... Whoa, calm down. Are you still haven't told us what you want us to help with? Oh, huh. Help? Oh, I didn't plan on asking you for help. Not really, but since you've seen the Sponsonian traveler, well, I'm looking for it. So why don't you come along? Your enthusiasm's making it hard to say no, and you mentioned a shipwreck. Where there's a wreck, there's treasure. So yeah, we can come with you. Let's go meet this old lady of the sea. Arr. Ah, yes, that's the spirit. Let's set sail. Awesome. This is the place. We've arrived. Please wait a moment. Allow me to tune the conch a bit. Tune? Conch? Is this part of the grilling process? Oh, come on. You know it. All you know is eat, eat, eat. This is a military conch for communication. Military conch? Yes, it's an old military conch. Ancient sailors used conches as a tool to communicate with each other. It must be a relic left behind when the Navy still existed. I found it in the sunken sea rock. When I tuned the conch here last time, I heard their response. Since you've seen her, I think you should be able to hear her response too. But you'll have to wait a moment. You know, I have to tune the conch before I can send out the proper signal. What you're saying is that she'll reappear when you send the signal. Pretty cool, huh? It's just like a whale. You sing and she responds. I've heard the sound with my own ears. It's true. Well, anyway. Please wait while I tune the conch and align it with the vibration of the waves. Don't go too far away now. She deftly works with the conch in her hand. Not longer, longer. It starts to play. Ah, there it is. I've learned a lot from those ancient seafarer manuals. Now, let me give you a little primer. There are 3 kinds of short signals that I usually use. Long, low note, short, low note, long, low note. Yes, this one should mean, well, my guess is it probably means ready and waiting. Long, low note, long, no note, long, low note, long, low note, long, low note. This one means, I'm not actually sure, but the response I received last time was something like that. So it's definitely useful for something. Short, low note, long, no note, short, low note, long, no note, short, low note, long, no note, short, no, low, long, no note, ends a tongue twister. Short, low note, long, low note. Whew. This is a long one for sure, but the signal that has the highest likelihood of receiving a response. And so far it's meaning, according to the manual, it means I have a message to send. So what we should do is figure out the signal that will receive a response. Let's use deduction to find the correct signal. No way. That's far too random. We'd have too little concrete information. It's true. I've received some mysterious responses back after sending out these signals, but I've yet to discover any logical relationship between the signals and the appearance of the Sponzonian. So all we can do is try them all at one at a time. So which one should we start with? Let's start with the longest one. Short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short. 10. All right, we got it. All right, we've got this one. So how do I activate it? How do I even do it? I don't even know how to do it. Don't know how to do it. Activate the conch. Okay. How do I use the conch? I don't know how to use it. How do I use it? How do I use it though? How do I use it? I don't know how to use it. I'm lost. I have a conch. How do I use it? Hold it. Hold it for 10 shots. No. Not it. You tell me how to act. Not going to tell us how to activate it. Oh my goodness. What do you... Conches are really rough to operate. Well, in that case, maybe I should do it myself then. Alright, we're counting on you. I'll take it from here then. She sends the signal with the conch. Did you hear it? Hear what? Signal. Ah, wait. Here. It's her. She's over there in the distance. What? I can't see anything. I see it. Yes, I knew you'd be able to see it. Quick, after her. Let's catch up. Catch what? The ship? If you two grow sails and sprouted oars or something? Oh, she disappeared. Oh, there she is. Strange. Why won't she show herself? Even Paimon can't see the ship. So far, she's been following you two around this wild goose chase. Since she's disappeared here, perhaps it's a hint to find something? You know, she might have lost treasure here. Little jellyfish Paimon sure is greedy. But what we're looking for isn't treasure at all. Yes, we have to give it a name. Is it closer to proof? Don't despair, Paimon. There might be treasure too. Yeah, that's what just Paimon thinks. Perhaps, but we're not here to find sunken treasure this time. What we want is proof that the Sponsonian passed this way. Navigation logs, wreckage from the boat itself, or nautical tools. Anyway, we should be able to find something related to her. We can use the conch to send out sounds and analyze the resulting sound waves to determine the ship's approximate location. There we go. This is a more traditional. I don't understand. Sending signals, yes. Okay. Out here. What happened here? It's a complete mess. There isn't even a complete wreck. It's mostly just fragments. Signs point to her being still further up ahead. She must have suffered irreparable damage. So why would she still forge onward in such a poor condition? Unless... well, I think we'll find out soon. So many tiny little pieces everywhere. It's like she was chomped, bitten in half by a giant sea monster. Literally, the place you live is a giant sea monster, dude. She's like, didn't like that answer. I think she heard me. Like, literally, you live in a giant sea monster. Well, giant monster. Sorry, sea monster, but monster nonetheless. Got some more stuff here. Oh, a box and a bucket? Maybe we should open up and take a look. They just might be rocks. They're rocks. Yeah, really valuable rocks. Silly Paimon. They're ballast. Ballast is used to stabilize the weight of the battleship. Oh, then Paimon guesses there's no such thing as valuable ballast. But since we found so much ballast dumped in a single location, perhaps the ship has to execute an emergency maneuver to increase buoyancy. In other words, she must have been forced to take extreme measures to evade danger, despite being the flagship of the Ironclad Armada. That's a good clue, too. Play the conch again. I think we need one more clue to look for. There. Besides busted wooden planks, oars, and the wreck of the small boat, there's nothing worth looking at here. It's a lifeboat. So even if the lifeboats were destroyed... oh, look over there. What's that between the boards? Looks like a scrap of paper. Is that the log? Should we take it out and take a look? Damaged diary. Day 23 of following the great beast Elnius. We have to stop or at least immobilize it before further damage is done to Fontanian waters. Day 25. Of following the great beast Elnias. Elnias. It's been a long time since we've docked at a port, but when we got close to shore this time, only ruins welcomed us. The creature had visited this place. We gathered the remaining supplies, but we're not sure how long they'll last. Day 35. Following the great beast Elnia. We found its tracks and followed the trail of blood let behind. Pursuing at full speed attracted many blood-thirsty creatures. Ship badly damaged. Power system. We can only go where the winds and currents take us. Closer to the enemy. Fontaine expects that everyone will do their duty. They came here to fight against a monster from the abyss. Yes, I have heard legends regarding them before, but does that mean that the Sponsonian has already... this isn't enough proof. Go to the next location. Be sure to hydrate. Which is to say, the Sponsonian suffered heavy damage. The damage was related to the Abyss expedition. She continued to sail on. In that case... let's lose the conch to send her out another signal. Maybe we'll hear her response from up ahead. Oh, right. The signals you want to send are long note, short note, long note, long note, short, long note, long note, long note, long note, and short note, long note, short note, no, short, long, short, long, short, long, short. This was super lengthy, but these three signals should get you a response. Let's start with the shortest one. I have no idea how to actually do this. How? I literally have no... I mean, I can do this. I have no way to do it. Whoa. Did we... Two. Hey, we succeeded. No, we failed. I don't know how we failed. Is there like some indication visually that I'm missing? Long note, short note, long note. That's 2 hits. Long, short, long. Hey, that's how it's done. Tap. It's tap, hold. Short note is tap. Long note is hold. Got it. All right. Closer to the shoe. Whoa, this wreckage must have been what the ship we're chasing after, or well, half of it at least. She's all torn up. Hey, don't be sad, Miles. We couldn't have expected things to turn out like this, right? I know, but oh, forget it. I'll just look around and see if there's anything worth investigating. Yeah, there might be some cool stuff left. Come on, traveler, let's have a look around as well. Well, got a few little artifacts out of it. Pocket here. Navigation log fragment. 1800, visibility 5. Quiet sea with some fog. Repair anti-fog devices and strengthen lookout. 1930, visibility 3. Anti-wave devices ready. 2100, visibility 6. Quiet sea. With 3 abyssal sea monsters emerging at 4 o'clock off the starboard bow. They seem to be the length of cruisers. Cancel combat readiness cruising. The whole ship now ready to battle. 2130, visibility 3, Terrible sea. Escort ship Caledones damaged and paralyzed. Not suitable for battle. Escort ship Benicone sunken with the captain fallen. Our ship's hull heavily damaged. Water pouring in from all locations. From 3 locations. Second and third cannons totally destroyed. Urgent damage controls. 2200. Visibility 4. Terrible sea. With the sea monsters emerging in groups at 4 o'clock off the left stern. The number can't be estimated. Clockwork calculator damaged. Firing patterns, parameters impossible to estimate. Accelerating to draw closer to the flagship's bone sea. So in other words, this ship must have sunk during the struggle against the sea monster, when this half was torn up by the waves and floating to the ocean currents before finally settling here. And if it was indeed destroyed by the monster, then the other half might still be inside its body. Wait, would that mean that she's really bitten in half? Huh, what's that noise? Ah, more monsters! Here they come again! Paimon, hide! Oh, but... Oh, okay. Pronouns. Wow, you're actually hearing final words of the people. That's cool. I can't read it out loud. It's going probably too fast. Wow, they're gonna crash themselves into the monsters. Oh, leave her, sailors, leave her. Tomorrow you'll get your pay. It's time for us to leave her. Oh, leave her, sailors, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow. It's time for us to leave. No grog allowed, no rotten grub. And it's time for us to leave her. Oh, leave her, sailors, leave her. The sails all furled, our work is done. And it's time for us to leave. As the dreamlike shanty dissolves into the ocean waves, a sorrowful voice comes from the strange pendant. Blue, like a little sailor, I saw her. She had the scent of sea monsters on her. But she's a good child. Perhaps she will not get my flagship dirty. It's a shame I couldn't protect her well enough. She was a good boat. Traveler, are you alright? You told Paimon to hide, and then you went wild on those slimes. Then you picked up a handful of sand and started talking to yourself? What happened to you just now? It scared Paimon half to death. I witnessed the moments before the ship sank. I picked up the silver pendant. A pendant? There's nothing in your hand but sand. Huh. Well, wait. There's also a really small conch. Wait, so we were talking to this imaginary pendant? And it's the contents of the logbook earlier confusing you, right? What's with all this noise? What are you doing? You're trying to haul out the wreck while I wasn't around? It's the wood from the shipwreck. Worth a lot? I don't know. Hey, what's really what you're planning, you naughty jellyfish? Even though it's in pieces, well, bits of it can be collected as souvenirs. I'm afraid it's probably impossible to restore its original white ironclad appearance, but I can still explore her past experiences, Mabel. Captain Basil seemed to have been really fond of you. What? It's nothing. The traveler's been acting strange ever since just now. Maybe some rest will do the trick. Don't say that, Paimon. I believe Traveler saw something we didn't. Well, at the very least, there's no harm in thinking it this way. just like how I believe Captain Basil has always been supporting me. I will find a way to gradually restore her logbook and nautical chart so that her adventures and stories may be marked accurately on our maps. That's what I want to do, although the meaning of some of the names may be lost, and the location of some ports may have been known to no one. That doesn't matter, we can just leave it to people who come after to rediscover them. Yes, thank you for helping me locate the Sponsian. Please accept this gift of mine. Okay, see you. Got one strange part too. Hanging out, y'all. Hello there. I'm presently reading the sailing logs. Captain Basil really is impressive. I've learned so much from reading the logs that she left. Even though the Sponsian's been, but I'm more than satisfied with having been able to witness her past from these records. How have things been going lately? I've been sorting through Captain Basil's navigation maps. It's been tough going, but also really fun. I've learned about many lost ports through reading other stories in the past, and I've been able to approximate their locations through the records and the clues she left. Still, there's some things I don't quite understand. Things you don't quite understand? That's right. Some of her logs constantly mention this place called the Nassenkrauts Institute, place we were at earlier. And she often talks about the children there. I think that must have been some sort of school with lots of kids. If I had more corroborating evidence, I could prove this hypothesis of mine.